The project that we ran was a 12-week project, and it was about connecting with nature and water. So we devised a plan that was 6 weeks of open water swimming. Thankfully, that time came through the summer, so it wasn't too cold. And 6 weeks of paddleboarding. So the differences between being in the water and submerged in water and being on top of the water and around wildlife. I really, really love both swimming and paddleboarding. That's where my mind goes to when I'm feeling stressed, when I'm feeling overwhelmed. I have to get into the water. So really, I wanted to find a way to involve young people in that and see how they would react to being on the water and in the water, and if they reacted the same way that I do, which is to have peace of mind and presence in wildlife.
I've been cold water swimming since last year. On a personal thing, my mum died and I wanted to get some headspace for myself, so I went along with a group of friends and I loved it, absolutely loved it, and it kind of helped me gain some peace and to just take myself out of my head and just be in the moment, and I think that's one of the real benefits of it. So obviously Carrie came up with the idea of the project. She knew that I had been doing that for a year, so she asked if I would support her in bringing a mental health element to it. So, offering a space where people can just experience peace.
Like, amazing. Like, it's not something you think of every day. Like, we're in the middle of Hull and you don't think, oh, we're going to go and do wild swimming. But it gets us out of Hull for a little bit and into nature, and it's kind of really nice, a really nice change. It allows you to focus, because obviously the water is so cold. You kind of get in and that's all you think about is, wow, this is cold. Which is great, because if you've got, stuff going on and you're having a bad day, it kind of puts all that on a pause and you think, wow, this is really cold, I need to swim and get out. And by the time you do get out, it's like the amount of adrenaline you've got, you kind of are thinking, right, now I need to warm up, and then it kind of takes you away from stuff that might be going on and allows you to actually just focus on the present.
Yeah, definitely. So water does make me feel very anxious, but I feel once you kind of adjust to the fact of your surroundings and kind of relax, it gives you a chance to kind of be at one with nature, I suppose. Like, for me personally, like, nature is a big thing. I enjoy that, just feeling peaceful and calm and accepting with, like, the surroundings. And then, I don't know, the exercise itself, I suppose, it's very, it wears out your muscles, obviously. It takes a lot out of you, so I guess it helps me relax afterwards. You're allowing your muscles to relax out of the cold water, and you feel like you've done something good, not only for your physical health, your mental health, and you feel it kind of aligning, I guess. And then in the evening you feel relaxed and like you could maybe, have a good sleep. For me, sleep's difficult as well, so I felt like that did contribute and help that quite a lot.
The biggest impact for me was probably seeing the difference it made on my mental health, but seeing my friends develop as well. That was really fun. And to be able to be a part of, like, a thing that can better your mental health that you didn't think would was quite different. I think because water is so isolating, but you're with your friends, you can just lay on your back in pure silence and just think about everything you want to, and nobody has to know what you were thinking about, and to be able to just not be on my phone for an hour and just think normal thoughts is good.
We started off the first week just water acclimatisation, just getting used to people being in the water. It can be a frightening experience, people getting out into a lake, where there's quite a big expanse. So progression-wise, it's been absolutely fantastic. They've all done amazingly. They've all come out themselves. They've shown that they can do that little bit more than what they thought they could do. They've really taken on some good roles and really shown some positive signs of, you know, being more confident with themselves and just making, you know, they're coming down every week, week in, week out. The water temperature is getting colder and they're still out there having fun. They love it.
I guess water is a vital element for our survival, if you like. And Hull, being where it is quite predominantly surrounded by water. We're close to the coast, we have a big estuary, and we also have the River Hull. I think it's calming to be around water. I think people have a sense of well-being around it. I think it helps people relax. I think it can foster a sense of peace. In relation to mental health, I think it's been a brilliant stress relief. It's created a sense of camaraderie, and we've also been engaged in physical activity, which has an impact on our mental well-being. But there's something for me about overcoming our fear. So I can remember the first day we went to Welton to get involved with the swimming, and we were all in the car very anxious. We didn't know what to expect. There were lots of nervous laughter, and once we got in the water and kind of got a bit used to it, by the time we came out, we were like emboldened and feeling really confident and feeling like we'd achieved something. And the impact of just overcoming our fears, I just don't think that can be underestimated.